Welcome to SA News Weekly News Update. We'll cover the top stories from across the United States, important developments worldwide, and new insights from the world of health and science.
Tropical storm Lala caused extensive flooding, infrastructure damage, and widespread power outages across Hawaii after passing close to the islands over the weekend. Although the system weakened from a hurricane to a tropical storm and did not make a direct landfall, its outer circulation brought extraordinary rainfall and damaging winds across several islands. The Big Island suffered some of the most serious effects. Flooding and debris temporarily isolated communities in the island's southern region, with roads blocked and communications disrupted. At one stage, nearly 104,000 electricity customers were without power as fallen trees, utility poles, and transmission structures damaged the power network. Rainfall was particularly intense. NASA and local observations showed that parts of the Big Island received exceptionally large amounts of rain, reported 43.54 inches at Laupahoehoe. Winds at the summit of Mauna Kea reached gusts of roughly 120 40 miles per hour, while populated lower elevations experienced tropical storm force winds. Schools and government facilities temporarily closed, while crews cleared roads, repaired bridges, and restored electricity. The United States and Canada spent the week trying to resolve a major trade dispute that threatened to place 50% U.S. tariffs on roughly $20 billion of Canadian imports. The new tariffs had been scheduled to take effect, but President Donald Trump temporarily postponed them while negotiations continued. By August 19th, officials from the two countries said significant progress had been made toward an agreement. Canadian officials described the emerging terms as capable of protecting jobs and maintaining Canada's access to its largest export market, while the Trump administration said American farmers and manufacturers would benefit. However, some important details remained unresolved as the week ended. The dispute covers products ranging from agricultural goods and alcohol to manufactured products. Washington has complained about Canadian restrictions affecting American automobiles, cheese, alcohol, and other products. Canada, meanwhile, wants to prevent a new tariff barrier that could disrupt highly integrated North American supply chains. The economic stakes extend well beyond the roughly $20 billion of goods immediately facing the threatened tariff. Nearly 72% of Canada's goods exports went to the United States last year. Canadian provinces had also taken measures against U.S. products during the dispute, including removing some American alcohol from government-controlled stores. A Chinese court sentenced Hui Ka-yan, founder of China Evergrande Group, to life in prison on August 20th, bringing a dramatic legal conclusion to the story of the businessman who once ranked among Asia's richest people. Hui had pleaded guilty in April to 8 criminal charges, including fundraising fraud, misuse of funds, illegally accepting public deposits, fraudulent securities issuance, and bribery. The Shenzhen court also ordered confiscation of his personal property. Evergrande itself was fined approximately $1.3 billion. The case carries significance far beyond one company. Evergrande was once China's largest and most prominent property developer, expanding rapidly as China's real estate market boomed. But the company eventually defaulted on much of its approximately $300 billion in liabilities, helping trigger a broader crisis across China's property sector. The court said the crimes associated with Hui and Evergrande involved extremely large sums and caused significant economic losses and social harm. Chinese state broadcaster CCTV reported that 56 other people connected with Evergrande also received sentences on Thursday. China's 2026 World Robot Conference opened in Beijing this week, bringing together more than 300 exhibitors and highlighting how rapidly robotics is moving from laboratory demonstrations toward commercial products. The event featured humanoid robots, industrial robotic arms, four-legged inspection machines, warehouse systems, and service robots. Some systems were designed for traditional manufacturing jobs, such as welding and assembly, while others targeted warehouses, retail stores, public services, elder care, and entertainment. One of the companies receiving attention was Unitree Robotics, already known internationally for humanoid and quadruped robots. Its compact R1 humanoid starts at approximately 39,900 yuan, or about $5,900, while the company also demonstrated increasingly athletic machines. Other companies displayed robots capable of handling packages, assisting customers, or navigating. industrial environments. The conference also demonstrated the growing connection between artificial intelligence and physical machines, sometimes called embodied AI. Instead of AI existing primarily in computers and smartphones, robotics companies are developing systems that can perceive their environments and perform physical tasks. A humanitarian relief campaign carried out by followers of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj has expanded its assistance to flood-affected communities across Assam. The Annapurna Muhim has provided support to more than 10,000 people, belonging to over 2,000 Dafitwaiters. Families since relief activities began on July 24th, volunteers associated with Satlok Ashram have been working in several flood-affected districts, including Charaideo, Sivasagar, Jorhat, and Golagat. Communities reached by the campaign include Bihubar, Santak, Nazira, Nepali Kuti, Bamonpukuri, Lakwa, Sonari, and Tiok. The assistance goes beyond distributing packaged relief material. Volunteers have been providing freshly prepared food, drinking, water, and household necessities to families whose homes and belongings were damaged by floodwater. Supplies reported as part of the campaign include mattresses, bed sheets, mosquito nets, cooking utensils, gas cylinders, and basic medical kits. Another notable part of the effort is helping families return to their homes after floodwaters receded. In some areas, houses were left filled with mud, sludge, and debris. Volunteers have therefore also been assisting residents with cleaning flood-damaged homes and removing accumulated mud, allowing families to begin restoring normal living conditions. The initiative closely coincided with World Humanitarian Day. On August 19th, an annual United Nations observance recognizing humanitarian service and emphasizing the dignity and well-being of people affected by emergencies.
And that wraps up this week's bulletin. Thank you for joining SA News, and we'll see you next week. Truth that you want to know.